Top 15 Smartest Villains in Naruto Part 2. 6. Kabuto Yakushi. Born into a shinobi-less orphanage with no special techniques or bijou, Kabuto rose to become a chief strategist, infiltrating many villages and inciting some of the series' most significant arcs, such as the Chunin exams and the Fourth Great Ninja War. In Naruto Shippuden, Kabuto resurrected almost every dead character in the franchise in order to both provide an army for Tobi in the war and force the Akatsuki to comply with his demands. In a storyline crowded with Akatsuki members, he was certainly one of the more formidable Naruto Shippuden villains. Finally, he was the first living character to realize that Tobi was not Madara, and he was one of the few to master jutsu. 5. Itachi Uchiha. Uchiha Itachi, hailed as a genius, was one of the youngest Anbu Black Ops, having massacred his clan as a teenager. Itachi was a master of deception from the beginning, from Sasuke's vengeance to Kabuto's Izanami, and his character arc is a favorite among Naruto fans. Itachi's brilliance was evident in his manipulation of the Sharingan. He implanted the Amaterasu in Sasuke's eyes to kill Tobi, which nearly succeeded, and he implanted Shisui's eye in Naruto, allowing him to reclaim control of his reanimated body and put an end to Kabuto's Edo Tensei technique. 4. Danzo Shimura. In Konoha, Danzo played more political games than most Naruto villains, who relied on inserting themselves into conflict. Danzo founded and led Root, where he cultivated great shinobi such as Itachi, Kakashi, Orochimaru, Kabuto, and Yamato, who would go on to play important roles in the series. At the same time, he brainwashed many village leaders into following his own ideas of peace and power. Danzo persuaded Hiruzen to hand over the Uchiha clan to Konoha's police force, which resulted in their massacre. Then, in order to prevent a peaceful end to the attempted Uchiha coup, he stole Shisui Uchiha's eye and persuaded Itachi to assassinate the clan, allowing Danzo to accumulate Sharingan. Danzo almost bewitched the Five Kage at the summit to become the supreme allied commander of the ninja world. 3. Orochimaru. Orochimaru was one of Konohagakure's legendary Sannin, and he was on the verge of fulfilling his lifelong ambition of discovering the world's secrets. Even as a Jonin and Hiruzen's pupil, Orochimaru's intellect was thought to be once in a generation. Orochimaru discovered numerous forbidden jutsu, including Edo Tensei and Cursed Seal techniques, which he passed on to Kabuto, after countless unethical experiments, eventually attaining immortality. The summoning of the Five Hokage by Orochimaru during the Fourth Great Ninja War was a watershed moment in the hero's resurgence. 2. Madara Uchiha. Prior to his death, Madara devised a master plan to resurrect himself, capture all of the bijou, and activate the infinite Tsukuyomi. Surprisingly, the majority of his plan unfolded over several decades while he was still alive. That's quite a feat for a Naruto villain. Madara deceived Obito into loyalty and placed a curse tag on Obito's heart to prevent his betrayal in order to carry out his plans. Furthermore, Madara planted the Rinnegan in Nagato as a failsafe revival plan and entrusted his plans to Zetsu, admittedly a bad gamble but thorough nonetheless. Finally, Madara bequeathed his name to Obito, and the Akatsuki's credibility was built on the fear that Madara was still alive. 1. Zetsu. Zetsu was the series' ultimate undercover agent, working in secret for over 1,000 years to resurrect Kaguya while manipulating almost every major villain along the way. Black Zetsu enticed Indra to take Asura's heirloom, resulting in the first major shinobi conflict. Later, Zetsu revised the stone tablet of the Uchiha clan, duping Madara into recreating the Rinnegan. Black and White Zetsu, who possessed both substitution technique and nature transformation, were extremely influential to Madara, Obito, and the Akatsuki and provided significant support for the Fourth Great Ninja War. Without Zetsu's schemes, there would be no major Naruto villains.